What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for John Wick Chapter 3. I saw the movie yesterday, meant to do my review, but couldn't get around to it yesterday, so here I am, doing it the day after I saw the movie. Overall, I fucking love this movie. It's without a doubt the greatest action movie I've ever seen, in my personal opinion. This movie's fucking amazing, man. Now, one other thing before I jump right into the review is, this movie was honestly what I was kind of hoping I was going to see when I saw Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Would you guys remember when I reviewed Mission Impossible Rogue Nation? Overall, I did end up loving the movie with those amazing stuff Tom Cruise doing, but I was hoping for a little bit more action in the movie than what I got, because with those kick-ass trails we got, and the fact they had Imaginary Dragon Friction on the trails, which is like that's probably like my favorite song from Imaginary Dragon, man, is that one. So when there wasn't that many action sequences, or at least as much as I was hoping for from those epic trailers, I ended up being, I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I mean, I guess I kind of was, but I really wasn't, because I still ended up loving the movie. The action sequences were incredible, but I was hoping for a little bit more action Rogue Nation than what I got. This one is everything I wanted here. It was everything I wanted and much, much more. Like, legit, there is like, I shit you not, like 20 minutes of the movie that isn't somebody trying to kill John Wick. I shit you not, it's literally that much of action. But anyway, let's just jump right into this review. So the movie is directed by Chad Stanzilki. I don't know if that's how you say his name. And of course stars Keanu Reeves, Halle Berry, Lawrence motherfucking Fishburne, Ian McShane, Angelica Huston, and many more. And the plot of John Wick Chapter 3 is that this movie takes place directly right after the events of John Wick Chapter 2. Which you guys remember in John Wick Chapter 2, we found out John Wick was excommunicado, was declared excommunicado, and he is now on the run. He has an hour-long head start. He's trying to figure out what to do, where to go, and of course everybody that works for the table is trying to kill him. Which I gotta say, that ending from John Wick Chapter 2 is probably like one of my favorite endings of all time, because that ending was so awesome, man, where he's like slowly walking, you find out that literally almost everybody in New York is an assassin. That was so crazy. It just shows the reach of the table, or the assassin Illuminati, as Jeremy Jones says it. So what are my pros of the movie? First off, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is once again fantastic as Mr. Wick. Halle Berry is great as well. Lawrence Fishburne, he's not in the movie that much. He only has a couple scenes here and there, but when he's on screen, man, is the man entertaining. I fucking love Lawrence Fishburne, man. And I gotta talk about the action. The action scenes in this movie are fucking amazing. There are so many great action scenes, like the one in the opening fight, or no, the opening fight was the one with the bow. The next one, the knife one, where I was in the trailers where everyone was throwing fucking knives and shit. That scene, oh my god, was that scene so fucking epic, man. I love that scene. I couldn't, like, me, along with a few other people in my theater, we couldn't help but start laughing at the sheer lunacy of it, because everyone's throwing knives and they're throwing glass and when they're aiming and when they're missing it. It was so crazy. Oh my god, that set the stage. The fight in the library was crazy, although I got some problems with that kind of stuff, which I'll talk about when I talk about my negatives of the movie. The ending fight. The last scene, like the choreography, man, is so fucking good. And those dogs, Halle Berry gets, whoa, man, were those dogs a highlight, man. The dogs do so much in this movie, and Jesus Christ, where the dogs start biting some of these guys. Lord have mercy on them, because Jesus Christ, I was legit like, oh, come on, man, why'd you gotta bite him there, man? Come on, man. That like, a couple of them were nasty, man. Halle Berry herself is phenomenal. She was great doing the choreography and the action sequence, and she didn't feel out of place. She was just like right up there with Keanu Reeves. She was great as well with the action set pieces. Keanu Reeves, man. Is there anything I can say about this man that hasn't already been said about him? I mean, it's fucking Keanu Reeves. You know, the action scene with him is great. The one on the horse was also really damn good. Like I mentioned before, at the end, there's this one fight underwater that I fucking loved. I don't know if all that was practical or they used some CGI with a couple stuff in that fight, but man, did I fucking love that. Was probably one of my favorite fights. Was the one underwater, man. And oh my god, I forget the black dude that works for at the Continental, man. He was great. And the stuff with John Wick and the dog was always great. I love that stuff between him and the dog, man. You guys might what else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I don't know. But then the black dude's like, oh yeah, the dog, yeah. You got a new dog, and I love how one thing I gotta say, they're like in the middle, this is another one problem I did have with the movie here, that I felt was kind of weird. So they're outside, in the rain, it's raining, pouring, John Wick is running around, trying to figure out what to do, and everyone's like, tick-tock, I'm still weak, tick-tock. And literally, they get into his taxi, keep in mind, Keanu Reeves is soaking wet, but the dog is completely dry! And they were both out in the rain! I was like, why is the dog dry? So that was one thing. But the dog itself, all the scenes of the dog and Keanu were great. And I just love how this entire franchise started over a fucking puppy. It wasn't just a puppy. I love this movie, man. I could gush about this movie all day, man. I can gush about the movie. Okay, what else? What other positives did I have with this movie other than the acting was great? The action set pieces were fucking fantastic. The soundtrack was fucking amazing, man. What else can I praise this movie about? Yeah, there's not really much more I can praise about this movie other than the action sequence were great, the acting was really good across the board, the soundtrack was fucking phenomenal, and seeing that the black guy that works at the Continental, man, he's always entertaining. Hello, Mr. Wick. Fucking great, man. So let me get to some negatives what I had them because I do got a couple. First off, okay, you guys remember those? You guys know about the library fight? It's in the trailers. There was a lot of scenes throughout the movie where people are legit dying, where John Wick or somebody else kills somebody in a crowd area and nobody bats an eye. Look, I get this is like the assassin Illuminati word run here, but come on, you're telling me everyone in this library or in this station are all assassins? There's not a single normal civilian that isn't an assassin in here. That there's surely there's this one in the library that him and Keanu and the other guy are making so much noise. They're out here throwing books around, and nobody hears shh, shh. Nobody goes to check on the fight, on where all this noise is coming from. Like this movie does that. That's a little bit stretching it there with this whole Illuminati thing going on. That was the one part in the movie where I was like, okay, come on now. This is ridiculous here. Nobody is going to check on this. So that was one little that was one flaw of me. Another one is what was her name? Asia K. Dillon. She's the adjudicator in the movie. She was fine. She was a little wooden, but she really just kind of sits there and be like, you have 7 days to comply, Tell us about everything that's happened in the previous 2 movies about John Wick and how he got excommunicado and all that stuff. She really wasn't doing much. I mean, she was just there, kind of just, there. I mean, she had a good voice. I think they probably cast her more for her voice rather than her as an actual actor because, she definitely has some decent, because, you could definitely see, her voice was pretty good. So, that's one thing I gotta agree with Jeremy John. She feels she's more like a voice actor than a straight actor in that one. What else? There was this one contradicting stuff about his motives. About John Wick's motives in the movie around the midway point where it kind of contradicts itself, where he kind of okay, I'll do this, but then he just goes back on it after one conversation. That was another thing. And yeah, that's about it. Didn't really have much problems in the movie. I was thoroughly entertained throughout this whole experience, guys. So would I recommend this movie to you? Yes. If you are a fan of action movies, you will love this movie. If you are a fan of the John Wick franchise, you will love this movie. If you were someone that wasn't a fan of the John Wick movies, for whatever reason, you sicko, you bastard, then this movie ain't gonna change your mind. This is still, if you, for some reason you didn't like the original John Wick movies, this movie isn't gonna change your mind. Yeah, that's and I'm very much looking forward to seeing John Wick Chapter 4. Yes, there's going to be a fourth one. Literally, okay, let me tell you the story, guys. This is actually kind of funny. So when I saw the movie, so after I took a picture of my ticket, which I usually do if you guys follow me on my socials, I was actually put my phone number in for that little number you put in your phone to get text messages. That was in like the first John Wick trailer, you know. So I did that, and literally right when I was about to go see the movie, I got my popcorn and everything. A notification that's from there popped up, and it said that, you know, you have been served John Wick Chapter 4 coming out May 21st, 2021. I was like, well, okay then. Alright, that was before I saw it. I was like, okay, so I'm curious where this is going to lead now. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing John Wick Chapter 4. It's going to be fucking amazing, man. Like, I feel like that was probably going to be the conclusion to this series, man. So, yeah, guys. So, overall, I'll give this movie a 10 out of 10, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, if you like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.